Nou, top. Dit is dus precies wat ik nodig had. Oh, ik zie nu pas. Jullie kunnen het ook gewoon zien zo. Vlo, Casper. Top. Hier heb ik niks aan. Ik pak even Google erbij. En dan X. Ik hoop dat hij het niet zo even stuurt, maar ik durf te wedden eigenlijk dat hij het niet heeft gedaan.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs.
Het ziet er wel echt fucking ziek uit. Tot nu toe. Dus ja, ik ben er wel hyped om. Event was heavily decrypted. Avoid Twitter for no spoilers. Is akkoord man. For a real it has two rotating maps. Snoop Dogg. Eminem met Snoop Dogg's drumgun. Oh ja, dat is wel fucking gek man. Backview resold. What the fuck, ouwe. Meowdes en Sky edit. Dat is wel fucking leuk. Wel W man, ik zeg je eerlijk dat ze zoveel respect hebben naar iemand die dood is. Dat is wel echt fucking veel respect voor man. Ik zeg je heel eerlijk. Kijk, mensen zouden mensen ook wel hebben, maar dat als iemand daarvoor replacen. Nou ja, dat is wel gewoon, ik weet niet, ik vind het respect hebben. Maar dat is voor mijn gevoel alleen zo natuurlijk. Dit is wel wat ik...
En startspel.
Startspel. Go, go, go.
Ze zijn er.
Nee.
Schiet op!
Je moet even helpen, hier zijn ze, kom op!
Tja, wie zegt dat je een oude hond geen nieuwe trucjes leren kan?
Have you ever been streaming and everything looks perfect? Your gameplay, your alerts, your overlay. And then you look over to your webcam and you're like, what the fuck is this VHS ass quality? And it's you about all of the stuff you're probably doing wrong first. You should not be using this plugin until you've set up your camera properly. Most of the time, this is going to be a lighting issue. And yeah, I know you guys are gamers, I get it, you like living in your cave, but OBS has a difficult time encoding footage that's dark and doesn't have a lot of contrast. So if your camera is mostly... Is it like 5 minutes into the video? Someone leave the comment down below and be like, video starts here, all the waste of time, whatever, okay? So the plugin is called Encoder Region of Interest Editor. It's kind of a mouthful, but just go to the link down below. It should be pretty straightforward to install. Just click download, get the exe, and install it. Then when you restart OBS, you should see two options under Tools. We're gonna go into Region of Interest Editor first. This is where you're gonna tell OBS which areas of the screen to prioritize. So before you do anything, make sure you turn it on first in the bottom left. Then you can start by adding your first region, and there's a few different types. The easiest is the scene item region. This lets you pick whatever source that you want, and then OBS will prioritize the region wherever that source happens to be. So for example, you could select your webcam under the scene item dropdown, set the priority to say 100 for demonstration purposes, and no matter where you put your webcam, OBS will try to make sure that it stays crystal clear. Now, you won't actually be able to tell the difference inside of your OBS preview window because that preview window just shows what your layout looks like. It doesn't actually show you what your audience will be watching. So to see the difference that this is actually making, what you want to do is first go into your OBS settings, output in the recording tab, and make sure your encoder is set to use stream encoder. Then you can go ahead and do a test recording for a couple minutes. Try to play some games, do whatever you would normally do on your stream. When you watch the video back, you can see exactly what your audience would see if you were actually streaming, and then you can go and check to see if you need to tweak the region settings like that priority slider. Obviously, this is a pretty extreme example. You probably don't want to set the priority to 100% because although your camera looks super clear now, OBS has to take bits from somewhere else, and that's why now everything else looks super terrible. So play around with that priority slider and do a bunch of test recordings until you can find the right balance. Now, if you just decided to ignore what I said entirely and crank that priority all the way to 100%, you're gonna have a really bad time.